G'day, Ziggy D here, and welcome back for part 4 of my Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls beta leveling series with the Witch Doctor. In the last episode, we had a pretty rough time, but I think we're going to do a lot better this time around. Now, I have taken on board some suggestions and changed up a few skills, so let's go over those first. In terms of skills, I'm running Poison Dart with Splinters, which will kind of be our single target damage for now. I'm running the combination of Grasp of the Dead with Groping Eels for a lot of AoE damage, with Locust Swarms for increased amount of AoE damage. I've a few people in the comments have said there's nice synergy between using skills like this together, so we're going to test it out, using Spirit Walk with the new Jaunt rune that we unlocked. Gargantuan's still set up as we want, but we now have Zombie Handler, which allows us to have one additional zombie dog at each time, so we're going to have even more zombie dogs now, and increases the life of our zombie dogs and Gargantuan as well. So still pretty similarly themed summoner with lots of AoE and stuff like that, but we'll play around with these. There's a few other skills I might want to try out as we level up, and maybe in the next episode we'll be able to try out a different sort of spec as well, as we get a little bit more variety in the skills we have. Now I have hired the Enchantress. Someone said, made a pretty good point that the Enchantress being int, and with the Loot 2.0 smart loot system being in there, dropping a lot of int gear, I'm probably more likely going to be able to gear up the Enchantress a bit more easily than the Templar. And Enchantress is cool. I'm keen to give her a try out. Actually, before we go about allocating her skills, there was one other thing I wanted to point out. Someone noted that there's no mana cost for these skills now, and actually in the tooltip they're called signature spells. Now, I feel like that's probably going to be changed at some point. That's just a bit of a placeholder, because signature spell is a wizard thing. Yeah, the Witch Doctor's a little bit wizard-like now. But these are free, so you can cast these as much as you want without it slowing down your mana regen like it did before. So, yeah, a bit of an interesting little change there. Not sure what to think about that. Although I kind of like the mana removal for them. But then again, I kind of like that they did have a mana. It made it a bit more of an interesting, specific Witch Doctor thing that... Sure, you could, if you wanted to wait for your mana to regen, stop using your big expensive ones, but if you did use these little primary skills, it would still slow down your mana regeneration a bit. So, yeah, still not sure about that. But let's check out some Enchantress skills here. We have Charm is fantastic. Charm's an enemy to fight for you for 8 seconds, really good. Forceful Push is Arcane Explosion, 8 yards around an enemy, dealing 411% weapon damage, and knocking back all enemies caught within it. Now this is cast on an enemy, so knockback on an enemy I find is quite weird, so I'm going to go with Charm for that. Missile Ward is just a straight buff against 6% buff against ranged attacks. This one is increasing armor for slowing melee attackers, so I've got melee and ranged attackers. Ranged attackers are more likely going to hit me since I'm going to be behind my zombie dogs and all that stuff, and I'm rarely getting surrounded, so we'll go with that. And Disorient, which is the mass confusion spell, is really, really nice. Otherwise, Erosion does a really good amount of damage, and as well as buffing the amount of damage they take from other sources. But Disorient is such a good CC spell. Flash of Light in area, causing enemies to be disoriented for 2 seconds in there. Really nice CC spell, so we'll stick with that for now. We do need to gear her up a little bit though, so what I'm going to do is do a vendor run. Actually, let's figure out what act we're going to play in first. So we have Act 1 has 2 times bounty rewards, as does Act 5. You guys don't want me to do Act 5, and the thing about Act 5 is actually some of the quests are a bit buggy at the moment. So you can try and do Act 5, you get through 4 of the bounties, and you can't do the 5th one. And then you don't get Linny Loot Bag, you don't get a Rift Keystone, so we are going to leave Act 5 for both of those reasons, anti-spoilers and that. Since Act 1 has the 2 times bounty rewards, I'm pretty keen to go for this. We've got Matriarch's Bones, which is an event. We've got Eternal War, which is another event. We've got 1 bounty quest there, Kill Kurash. We've got a Apothecary's Brother, that is another event. So 3 events this time around, and a Butcher Kill. Yes, we're totally doing this. All right, that's cool. I don't know why. I don't know why I just waypointed there, but whatever. That was pretty funny. Okay. So we're going to look for something for the Enchantress. Just anything with int would be fine. Why did none of these have int? I guess because they're blue and have just rolled damage. I guess I'll just get her the highest DPS. Probably, I think she can use 2-handers just fine. So I'll probably go with just this one here. That's fine. Can we get her? We probably really can't get her. We can probably get her some jewelry at least from the other one. But let's check out if any of these are any good for us. There's a pair of shoulders there. Wow, it's a really big vitality increase there. Even though it's rolled strength again. Why are these rolling strength? We're having a bit of weird luck with the vendors there, but I will get that because it is nice a nice vitality increase there. So we'll go equip that on. Pretty cool stuff. I don't think anything else here from there will be too good. And I'll go check out the other vendors. This one has sort of just an alternate normal gear here. There's actually a staff we could have given her, but yeah, let's get her the staff actually. So that was a bit of a waste getting that one. Oh well. We've got some boots. Oh, not bad. Again, strength and vitality, just the same as our other ones we're wearing. We must have bought those from a vendor as well. But also, very worth noting, these are winter dyed ones. You'll notice that dye now it randomly spawns on gear, so you'll end up pretty colourful at times just buying vendor gear. But this one has a nice vitality increase as well as a slight move speed increase. So we'll go ahead and equip those. And I guess I'll just sell these ones for now. I don't think there's anything else in there too much. We're doing fine for potions. Get heaps of potions from the Radric caches, little loot baggies. Check out Radak the fence here. I don't think any of this is going to be any good. Nope. That's actually a socketed weapon there. Will that be enough? We'll get an extra 3+ damage from the basic ruby. We could combine one. Nah, we'll wait for a better one to drop, a better socketed weapon to drop there. Nothing there that we can use. What about these ones? We've got Vitality. We'll get Enchantress some 2 Vitality rings, and I guess we'll get her a Strength Amulet. Why not? Okay. Well, at least she'll be tanky. She has a lot of Vitality now. She'll do a tiny amount of damage, but she's mostly there for the spells, so that's all good. Alright, let's sell this stuff. I think we're good now. We're all set up. So, let's try and find some sweet loot. And let's kick things off with the Eternal War. That's a nice fun bounty to do. Oh, so I've got a straight up an elite pack here. I've got my Grasp of the Dead. Let's try and get the Locust Swarm happening. I feel like that Grasp of the Dead's going to make them cluster up a lot more, which should make the Locust Swarm a bit easier to spread and a bit more effective. So I think I like that. Let's go another Grasp of the Dead there, keep those guys there. Put another Locust Swarm on these guys. Oh, I need to summon my pets. There we go. So we now get 4 zombie dogs right off the bat there from summoning them. So that's pretty nice. Really big buff in terms of like the amount of extra targets mobs have to go for, and also just the amount of extra like meat shield we have from things actually being able to reach us. I'll grab that Nephilim Glory. And I will try and use my Spirit Walk as much as possible. If you guys see me like not playing well, you know, doing things like not using my Spirit Walk often enough, or not using it when I should, or not using my skills, you know, not keeping my skills uptime good, then rouse on me. Just destroy me, tear me apart in the comments, because I want to improve my play as much as possible. And as I said, Witch Doctor, as I said before, Witch Doctor is a pretty new class for me. Like, I've only played it a little bit. So when I build that muscle memory, and I want to build those good habits for it. But this is seeming pretty effective in terms of AoE damage. I need to find this actual event though. It won't be down here. It will be over to the right or up there somewhere. But the amount of areas it can spawn in seems to have increased in the beta. So, whereas before it was kind of always in one of 2 sort of spots around the waypoint, it seems to spawn much more randomly now. And this is a bit of a theme overall. They seem to have increased the variety in a lot of these spawns and things. Just, I guess, you know, since we're now running them as bounties, actually doing them more often, having them spawning more different locations is a good idea. It's going to mean that people just can't learn the spawns right off the bat. It's going to take a little bit of work to do that sort of thing. Looks like getting down these guys. Still only up to the point where these guys only have 1 affix, but a few more levels and they will start to spawn with 2 affixes. So that might even be in this episode actually. I'm not sure what level it starts at. We'll try and pay attention to that. If you see them starting to spawn with 2 affixes, note down yourself as well. It's a good thing to know when you're leveling through adventure mode. You know, usually it depends on the difficulty, but now the difficulty is removed and it changes depending on your character's level. So there's the other one of these 2, but we need to actually find the heal. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the Eternal War is the one little mini pedestal you activate. I'll just put some locusts down on those guys, and it should be somewhere around here. There it is. All right, cool. Just taking note of where it is. Kind of in between those 2 up here. 5 zombie dogs up. I wonder if we can still only get 5 though. If so, that passive might not be very well worth it. We should be able to get 6, assuming we can get an extra one from the actual summon skill. If not, I think it might be worth removing that passive. But this is a pretty cruisy bounty. We can sort of just kill these guys pretty easily. The monsters that spawn here aren't too difficult. Get my locusts sort of flying around there. These ghosts do deal a fair bit of damage, but luckily they're targeting the my pets and not myself. And here's the Enkidu, the unique mob for this event here. And there's the kill. He's been charmed as well. There's a rare. What do we get? Oh, a helmet. Cool. Oh wow, it's pretty bad though. It has no main stats, which at this point in the game is a big deal breaker. Even with the socket, I don't think it's worth using. And the rest are just salvage ones. But getting a few more blood shards, we'll be able to do some gambling maybe at the end of these bounty runs. Alright, so let's go do the Matriarch's Bone now in the Cemetery of the Forsaken. Obviously this will be in one of three of the little crypt things. Oh, cool, it actually leads us directly to it. That's pretty nice to know. I'll just throw down some AoE here. Might as well get some cheap sort of easy kills here.
Not ready yet.
Just rack up a bit of extra XP. Oh, I'll grab that book. That's free XP as well. And oh, we can probably snag a level here before we move. There we go. All right, let's level up in here and see what skills we get. We have Hex Rune available. New Hex Rune. I haven't really played around with Hex yet. A new Acid Cloud rune could be pretty interesting. Oh, I should probably wait and see what they are. Mass Confusion, Unstable Realm. So it looks like we're a bunch of runes this time around. And I think that's it. I'm interested in checking out what the Acid one is. Acid Rain. Increase the initial area of effect. Okay, so it just increases the AoE of that. I think I quite like Grasp of the Dead, so we'll stick with that for now. Oh, we've got a blue pack up here. Orbiter and Mortar. Oh, wow. So level 26 right there. That actually, yeah, I think that makes sense, because I think... Yeah, okay, cool. That sounds about right. So, right then, as I was, just after I finished talking about it, level 26, and they've now started to spawn with 2 affixes. So we need to be pretty aware of that, It's twice the threat if we're looking at things like Orbiter and Mortar, which, that's actually a pretty nasty combo. Because Orbiters tend to spawn around them, and you kind of want to not be close to them, whereas Mortar punishes ranged characters. But these bats aren't too bad though, so not too bad there. Just a few blue items. Bit of a damage upgrade on that mace there. I think I'll wait for more of a damage upgrade before I equip that, because our current one has a fair bit of vitality on it. Oh, okay. Just randomly spawning banners accidentally. Here's another rare we've got. This one's only plagued though. Why is that? Why is this one only plagued and the other one had 2 affixes? Interesting. It's possible that there's some level variance, so I'm level 26, maybe mobs can be like 24 to 28 or something like that. It would make sense that if he had spawned as a level 25 mob under the threshold there, then he would only have 1 affix rather than 2. That's pretty interesting. I wonder what's the cause of that. That does sound like that is a possibility there. But nonetheless, the plague is going insane in there. I really can't stand in there. It's just way too much damage to stand there and take. Especially I have pretty limited healing at the moment. Like I have no skills at all that heal. And I only have a potion or, health globes and things like that to rely on at the moment. Alright, here's the actual event down here. Alright, so someone said to test activating all, then activating the end stone to just kill him straight up. Let's see if that works. So I'll activate these 3. If so, this is going to be the easiest bounty of all time. You just have to get your way here and then that's it. So usually, I thought you had to kill him and then activate this, but can we just straight up activate this? Does this kill him? Okay, there you go. Props to whoever said that in the comments. Nice. Nice, so we didn't have to kill any of those things. Sure, we could kill them for XP, but, the fast bounties are nice too. Okay, let's, Apothecary's Brother, let's go do this one. So, we've got another rare here that's just spawned with 1 affix, another plagued one in fact, with a coincidence there. But, man, that plagued is pretty nasty. Take a, wow, see how much damage I'm taking just from that 1 plague pool there. You really have to be active and staying out of that. This would be like a brutal fight as a melee character. I would not be able to stand in there right now. Unless I had really good like life on hit, something like that. Let's grab that health globe there. I like how it jumps over to all your pets and everything as well. Pretty cool. I can't get in close enough to spawn my locust. And there's the poison from the trees as well. Also pretty brutal. Want to wait for that to clear out before we move on in. What do we get? A rare ceremonial life. It has a socket and it is a damage increase. Vitality. A drop in vitality there. So that might be worth it though. We can put a ruby in it. We might head back to town after this bounty and put a better upgraded ruby in there for a bit more damage. So that'll be I think that'll be a significant enough damage increase to warrant dropping the vitality. So I think I've done significant enough testing now to determine that I'm actually getting like no advantage from running these two passives together. Circle of Life gives us extra zombie dogs, and Zombie Handler gives us extra zombie dogs from the base summon skill. So the fact that these two together means that usually I was getting 5 before with just Circle of Life, so the second one's actually doing nothing apart from the 20 health buff. So that's a little bit disappointing that they don't sort of stack together like that. So in that case, Gruesome Feast, Spiritual Attunement, Jungle Fortitude, Bad Medicine for poison damage. I think a lot of us deal poison damage. This is just physical. These guys deal poison damage. The dogs all deal poison damage, as does my Splinters rune, and as does Locust. So I think we'll go for Bad Medicine's 20%, which is better than the Jungle Fortitude's 15%. So let's go for Bad Medicine now. Zombie dogs all died. So we get the one less right off the bat, but we get if I need to double check, did I just set up those passives right? Yeah, okay, so we get the we do get the extra zombie dogs though when we kill things, like we've already got up to 4 now. We should go back up to 5, I'm pretty sure. Alright, here's the apothecary. So we need to go into, I think it's the second level? Or is it just this level here? Oh no, it's just this one level here. Let's see if we can kill this Treasure Goblin though. He's pretty tanky. We've leveled up a few times with only just now finding a slight damage upgrade in terms of weapon. Is AoE enough? Oh, there we go. Just able to get the kill. We have a two-handed sword with wow, massive damage roll on it. A massive vitality roll on it, sorry. The damage isn't that insane, but whew, I'm tempted to use that. Maybe I can use that just briefly until I get a socketed weapon there. What's our actual damage like? 332. It's a bit hard to compare the two-hander with the one-hander and offhand. What? It's literally 0% change. What are the odds of that happening? With, you know, changing 2 separate weapons out to another weapon and getting the same damage. Well, okay. Alright then. I'll stick with my current weapons then, I guess, because it has a slight amount of vitality in it and a few more stats. That's pretty funny. Oh, we've got an elite pack here. Fast shielding. Okay, so this one does 2 affixes. So, it seems to be a bit odd that the 2 rares we've had spawn with 1 affix, and blue packs here spawning with 2 affixes. I think that must come down to just level variety, like mobs being different levels. I'm sure as we level up more, we'll see all of them with 2 affixes for a while. That one's shielded now. Get that Locust Swarm back up. Locust Swarm, sort of spreading around, seems to get that damage reduction around pretty good. The zombie dogs do a really good job of it as well. The only thing that they're missing is getting hit by poison dart. Seems like I have pretty good coverage of the poison damage. Oh, here we go. Cool. Here's the ambush. So this is kind of what I'm doing in AoE at the moment. Let's group these guys up a bit. I'm basically casting Grasp of the Dead, then grasping this guy. And most white packs are dying just straight up from that, as you can see. Like, even these guys here are dying. And then just for the rares and elite packs, I have to actually sort of stand and attack a bit, or maybe recast my AoE abilities. But it seems to be pretty good. Those guys all get stuck in the Grasp of the Dead, and then Locust Swarm jumps around in there. Splinter seems to be okay single target as well. Sort of just a way to boost that pretty easily. Toughness increase, a very good amount of life per hit there, and fire skills deal more damage. We lose a bit of damage from the loss of int, but I actually think this is worth it for the toughness and healing combined. I think I will go ahead and equip that. Is the end of the quest here.
For you, brave hero. Take these elixirs for your trouble. We're going back to town.
Give us our 1 potion. Oh yay! And there's level 27 as well. Nice. The XP got us there. Oh, we have a new Locust Swarm rune. Yes, cool. Alright, what else did we get? Zombie Charger rune. Undeath. And passive skill, Pierce the Veil. Did we get another passive skill? Just the one. Okay, let's check out that. I'm curious to see what that is. All your damage is increased by 20%, but your mana costs are increased by 30%. This is actually pretty good for me, I think. Because I'm not really chewing through my mana all that much. Like, this is a cooldown. This kind of is a cooldown because you only cast it once every 8 seconds. There's no point stacking it up multiple times. That seems like it could work pretty well for this current setup. All of your damage is increased. I assume that also applies to your pets and things like that as well. Bad Medicine's a really nice defensive buff, but maybe I'll go for Pierce the Veil, just for some extra damage. We seem to be doing okay in terms of defense at the moment. And where's our Locust Swarm rune here? Pestilence. Locust Swarm has a 100% chance to jump to 2 additional enemies instead of 1, so that's going to increase the spread of that by a lot. Doubling it. Yeah. So we've got Kill the Butcher, we'll leave that for last. And we've got an actual bounty here. Our only bounty sort of hunting quest here. The rest have all been events. The event ones were pretty quick to do. And look, this guy spawned right here. What? Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Then we just get 50 quick kills, which is pretty easy to do in these zones with the little spiders spawning. Stack up my AoE a bit more there. So as you can see, my mana is not really in short supply. By the time I want to use some more mana there, wow, that plague hurts so much. I seem to be pretty good at mana. Actually, that has been a pretty big increase in mana I use for something like Locust Swarm, which is like 300 mana just for one cast. Whoa, belt upgrade. Whoa, nice. All right, so we've got a doubling of int and vitality a bit more so, and some extra regen as well as some XP and pickup radius. That's like a perfect belt for us right there. There's like nothing I would change on that. It's amazing. All right, cool. And some white pants. So let's go get 50 quick kills then. Should be able to just round up some spiders here like these guys. I suppose if I just throw down my locusts there, they should jump around pretty good. I'll probably just throw some here as well. Imagine that'll kill them. Yeah, that does enough damage to kill them. Oops, I accidentally resummoned my zombie dogs. There's those guys. I'll throw down locusts on these as well. Not having many spiders spawn yet. Can we get any to spawn here? Too bad these little ones here don't count as kills. Did that just count as kills? The eggs? Or is it just one dying off to the left probably? Okay, so let's try and get another 35 kills. Alright, here's a few easy ones here. I don't think we ever need to use both of those skills to kill those. Some more locusts, the pets will help take care of those as well. There's a few more kills. Might as well grab this shrine while I'm doing it. There's a few more spider kills there. The butcher kill should be interesting. I can't remember what it's like doing butcher with pets. I think should be interesting to see them like get in the way of his charges and then be distracted. The butcher be distracted by them as well. Here's a blue pack with only 1 affix again. Why have they all been plagued though? It's possible that this is actually a bug, not that it's a level variety thing. I'm not too sure. It seems like it's just a level variety thing, just like a quirk more than a bug. If so, I don't think it's a really major thing because I'm sure it will sort of sort itself out in a few levels. But we'll keep an eye on it. We are level 27 now, so I would think that it would start to go away. Keep an eye on it as a level. There's another rare. Just killed a blue pack and got a rare. This will get us most of the way to our 50 kills, I think. Here's a Wall of Fast. This one does have 2 affixes. Yeah, the mana costs are pretty steep with that passive. But at least with the DPS increase on our signature spell as well, our Splinter's attack is free now, so it's not costing any mana, even with the mana increase. 0 times 1.3, it's still 0.
Needs more time.
There's the rare kill. Let's see if we're getting any good. We still haven't had any legendaries drop on this one yet. Alright, 4 more kills. Come on, spiders. Here's 1. There's some more. 48. And there we go. This'll do it. Just need to kill these guys off so we can teleport back. There we go. There's those ones. Go to jump straight into the butcher after these. Alright, so the butcher's just up the end here. After I kill off these guys, I might actually switch out probably Locust Swarm. Like, I don't want to change my whole build just to fight the butcher. But, oh, there's a rare down here. I don't want to be changing my skills around in the middle of a fight like this. Oh, the walls, double wall. Come on, give us no. Oh, that hurts. Whoa. I can't believe he walled us twice in a row there. Waller Orbiter is pretty nasty combo as well. Obviously, you can't really dodge the orbits there when you're walled in. Let's throw down the Grasp of the Dead. Looks like our pets are doing a really good job of holding him down there, though. I just get slammed every now and then by those Dark Berserkers. Let's throw another Locust Swarm on there. Looks like I need to resummon my zombie dogs. Oh my god, Gargantuan's down too. I don't know when he dropped. Wasn't paying attention to that. And there's the rare kill. Ah, cool. Just a blue belt. So, I think I'll switch out Locust Swarm, probably for Spirit Barrage. I feel like it's probably one of the best single target ones. Zombie Charger Undeath is pretty cool too. If the Zombie Charger kills enemies, it will reanimate and charge nearby enemies. That's pretty cool. But I think Spirit Barrage is going to be much better for gain 12 mana each time Spirit Barrage hits. That's interesting. So it's basically just making it a bit cheaper. Let's go with that then. That should give us a bit more sustained DPS against the Butcher here. Okay, so I think as long as we keep our pets up, we can keep him slowed as well. Pretty sure the slowing effect works on him. I want to dodge those chains though. There we go. Get out of that fire. Oh, gonna have to move. That's gonna push all those pets out of the way there. Oh, it looks like he actually got interrupted. Maybe the Enchantress or something. Oops! Oh, he got stunned at a clutch time right then. He was about to slam us. Alright, let's go back to Spirit Barraging here. Alright, I'm gonna need to move out of the way of that. There we go, they're all moved out of the way that time. Oh, looks like we do pretty good damage with that there. Let's get on this side of him there. That hook seems to go just straight over the top of the pets. Not sure if it's because he's missing or if it actually just ignores them and goes for you. Let's get out of this fire here. Oh, damn, I was trying to move that time. Ooh. I don't know if we dodged that. We didn't take too much damage, so I think we're doing okay. Let's get out of this fire and go back to Spirit Barraging here. Move out of the way of the charge. I should be using Spirit Walk to reposition actually. And I think if I can break like the stun and stuff when I get slammed, alright, use it to get out of the fire there. Whoa! Some more fire happening there. Should be using some Grasp of the Dead to slow him down a bit. Do some more extra sustained damage on him there. Alright, there's the charge. Nope, it's been stunned. Procced the ground slam from him before moving out of the way. Not bad. Alright, let's go for another Grasp of the Dead here. Spirit Barrage. Nope, a bit low on mana. Sort of, if I'm not holding shift, he wanders towards him when the Spirit Barrage runs out of mana to try and melee with the dagger. Alright, there's that one. I thought he was going for a hook. Alright, we'll do some ranged attacking then, since raging fires of hell coming up all over the place. Oh, just out of the range of the hook there. Nice. And we should be able to... Oops, that was a bit of a premature Grasp of the Dead there. But I should be able to finish him off with some Spirit Barrage there. There's level 28 and the bounty done. And he's dropped a few things too. Oh, bags are full, okay. Let's drop some of these guys. Check out this guy here. Just a straight up helmet, probably not very good there for us. Ooh, wow, nice shoulders. Pretty nice int. Oh, we actually get some int instead of strength, that's pretty good. And reduced cooldown, I guess, is not too bad. Probably not too helpful for us though. The only one we have cooldown on is like Spirit Walk, really. Yeah, Grasp of the Dead has a bit of a cooldown too as well, I suppose. Alright, let's chuck that on. And let's go get our reward for the bounties. Alright, here's our loot baggie. Alright, let's check out what we got here. I haven't had a legendary from one of these in ages. Oh, there's a nice ruby. Alright, let's chuck that straight in our weapon there. Nice 13 DPS on the weapon increase there. Pretty big jump in damage overall. And this two-handed weapon is going to be fantastic for the Enchantress. Such a high vitality roll on it. A good amount of vitality and some extra damage as well, I suppose. But we'll give that to her. There's no real drawback to giving her two-handed weapons because she doesn't use any offhands at all. Alrighty, and let's do our Rift Run. Let's see what we get. We have one scroll of mysteries as well to use, so we'll just pop that at the start. Oh! Well, the game crashed right after I clicked the rift and used my rift keystone. Ugh. Let's just like guarantee it. I don't know, maybe it rolled back or something if I'm lucky. But let's check it out. I can't believe that happened. It crashed right on the load screen. Oh man, it is a beta. It is a beta. We're beta testing after all. So just take note of these things and don't get too annoyed about them. But damn it. Oh no, scammed out of our rift keystone just after I activate it. It literally crashed. If it had crashed right before activating it, it would have been fine. I could have booted up and done the rift run. So I guess then, as a consolation prize, instead of doing the rift run, let's look for one fun bounty to do. What do we got? We got another butcher kill there. We did a butcher kill already. Any other cool... Let's go kill Belial, yeah. Let's totally do Belial. Alright, there we go. No rift run this time around since we got scammed out of our rift keystone. But we will go do a Belial kill. That should be fun as well. I do enjoy the Belial fight. It's pretty epic. Oh, this is pretty weird. There's a rare hit that spawned with the Fallen Conjurers. Do these guys, like... Why are they in this area? They never spawn in this area. It's pretty unusual. I think the rares kind of have a bit of an exception to the normal rules there. That life on hit's really helping as well. I can see, like, when I was in Plague, I was still able to heal a little bit from the damage I was dishing out. So that's pretty nice to see. I don't have my Locust Swarm at the moment because I'm still set up for boss killing. But that's fine. We're about to go in the Belial fight anyway. I'll just try and kill these rares off. Maybe I can Spirit Barrage this guy down, as long as he's not shielded. Ugh, the Plague's still pretty nasty though. I can't really stand around in that too long. Man, there's a lot of it. I'm going to have to use my Spirit Walk there to get out of there. Spirit Jaunt. I believe they call it Spirit Yaunting. It's a soft J, I'm pretty sure there. Oh, let's kill some of these guys. They're annoying me with all their Plague spawning. Oh, the Spirit Barrage DPS is really good. Let's grab that heal there. Some more Spirit Barraging for the kill. There we go. Alright, let's go kill Belial. Alrighty, here's the Belial fight. Let's take our army into... We've got like a veritable army in the Belial fight, so sort of doing this by ourselves. I've actually got some friends to help us out this time. Alright, let's just let those guys deal with them. We'll deal with the ones that spawn up here. Oh, destroyed. And that kills them really quickly.
I need mana.
Come on, Belial. Come down and face us. Here we go. This world is mine! Well, this seems to do the trick. Nice. He's just like stunned and charmed and not able to hit us because he can't even get through the pets either. Alright, time for some more Spirit Barraging once our mana fills up there. Just sort of like keeping one eye on that. It's like he's spawning some ads. Grasp of the Dead should take care of those as well as the pets. Looks like all the few of the zombie dogs gone over to fight those guys. Alright, there's a few healing orbs around I can use in the fight if I need to. Oh yes! That's cool every time that happens. Throw our Grasp of the Dead down there. Time for some... Oh, just gonna dodge those guys. Oh, I'm not gonna dodge that one. We'll use some attacks to heal up there. As you can see, life per hit healing me very quickly there. Pretty nice. I'm pretty sure the damage from the Grasp of the Dead does actually work, despite it sort of being a ground effect, and he's not exactly on the ground. Alright, we're gonna have to... We'll keep attacking and we'll just dodge before they go off. There's another one. There's another one. Should be able to avoid all these pretty easy. It's a very mechanical sort of attack to avoid this one. Oh no, we actually got hit by one on the edge there. I didn't see it sort of spawn. Oh well, we won't get the achievement this time. Let's Grasp of the Dead. Oh! See if we can I'll try and do my best to dodge these things, because although they're not killing us now, they might kill us outright in the future if we're not careful, so... Can we avoid that one too? Yeah, good stuff. Good dodging. I need to get away from that edge so I have more room to dodge. I'll just eat the Breath of Weapon. It doesn't hurt too badly. There's lots of healing globes here if I ever get into a dangerous situation with life. There we go, dodge all those ones. Might as well take one heal there. Heal up all the pets. Oh, didn't quite dodge that one in time. Some more pets spawning. Get out of the way of that one. And out of the way, that one. Let's go for some more Spirit Barrage, I think. Grasp of the Dead, too. Stack up that damage. Looks like all the pets are still alive. Oh, let's dodge these guys. Sort of get some attacks off when they just sort of spawn underneath you, because they don't deal damage until they actually pop. And there's the kill. There we go. Ah. We did get an achievement. No more lies. And there's a few more ones. We'll oh, quite a few rares actually from this kill. Wow, rare chest with 2 sockets. Intelligence increase, less vitality, but we could put 2. Oh, we got a rare ring too. Attack speed, resource costs. But, I don't know if that's worth trading. It's a fair bit of a damage decrease there. It's life after kill. Oh, that's nice. Whoa. Look at the rolls on that. Intelligence, vitality, massive. Also the straight up DPS increase, and it still has a socket. Badass. I'll totally wear that. And I will wear this one. I think once I put 2 white gems in it, it'll be worth it. So we'll head back to town, sort out this gear, and maybe do just a touch of gambling as well. Alright, so let's check what's in our stash here. We do have two of these guys. Let's just test this here. Oh, it's actually not a toughness increase. Damn, that's probably not worth it. I can salvage to get my gems back, though. I could probably combine some of these gems, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. I can just combine straight up because I've actually cleared my stash this time around. So let's combine some things here. Alrighty, there we go. There's some gems combined. So we have a... oh, it might have actually been an upgrade if I had put these 2 in there. Oh well. Well, I'll put the all resist one in my snake here, in my mojo. And I think that sorts us out for that sort of gear there. Is this a... Nah, that won't be any good for the Enchantress. We really need Intervite for the Enchantress for it to be worth it. So we can just go ahead and salvage all these up. Do we have any new craftable gear at all? A new craftable weapon would be pretty good. We're looking for 28 sort of gear. There should be something for 28, I think. Let's check out Adaptive Viper, level 25. Battle Staff. Bastard Swords, level 27. That could be good. Let's keep that in mind. There's another axe. There's an axe as well. Actually, the axe... Oh no, that's a 2-handed axe, my bad. Let's try and craft one of the Bastard Swords. That's going to eat through our crafting materials pretty quickly. The blue crafting mats, the Exquisite Essences, are really a big bottleneck in this here. That's another one. It's not a bad sword, but we kind of want that socket now. Is there anything else here that I can craft? Nah, that's about it. That wipes out our materials there. No luck. Did that have a... oh no, we've already got a decent Vitality Sword on the Enchantress. Okay, cool. Let's check out the gambling here. So, what do we want? What do we want to try and gamble for? I think I should probably try and gamble for rings, because even if I get some decent rares, I'll be able to use those. But if we happen to get a legendary ring, it'll last really well. They are one of the more expansive gambling ones. We've got 10, 15 for the amulets, and the rest are all 5. Is there any other ones we need? Like, we could gamble for a weapon. Let's go for let's see if we can get a weapon. No, that's not going to cut it. We need something with a socket. No, blue's not going to do it. Come on, we want a rare socket. Come on. There's one without. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. What's this? That's pretty bad. Oh, man, I'm not gambling on weapons anymore. That's terrible. Alright, we'll go for rings then. Maybe I'll get some luck. I'll just buy all the rings and see what we get. Alright, we got 2 rare. Oh, that's not bad. 4-day damage and vitality. It's a pretty nice increase overall. And 4-day damage with a socket. With regen, decent amount of regen and some cooldown reduction, and we can put the vitality gem in the socket. Let's put it in there and see what it's like. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's 2. This one's a bit more of a toughness increase, but I think this one's probably worth it. We can actually give this other one to the Enchantress even. So that's a nice vitality one for her. Yeah, that'll be an upgrade for her. Let's give that to her. What about these other ones? What are these like? These are just blues, but you never know. They could be alright. Yeah, that's not too bad. 54 with crit. That's an upgrade for her. We'll give that to her. I'll try and pay more attention to my followers' stuff. We need to craft Terra Focus pretty soon as well. I'll keep an eye out for one. Well, that was pretty good. So, it is moving on to Christmas now, if you're following this series and watching it along as it's being released. And over the Christmas break, there'll be sort of a time where I won't be making videos, and I will still be uploading content. And but this might be the last one of these, just for a few days until I get back, sometime just before the new year. So don't be distressed if there's a few days without any more episodes, but hopefully you enjoyed this one, and there'll be plenty more Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls beta content coming ready for the new year. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching.